I love watching TV. So, as soon as I was done, according to plan.
Just a YouTuber watching YouTube. Welcome to a cold Texas day. I am actually back in San Antonio, Texas, here for work, and I figured I'd jump into planning for 2026. Now, if you're watching this video and this is your first time clicking on my channel, welcome to All Things Aaron. And I really appreciate you clicking on this video. If this is something that interests you, I might have some more videos that you would enjoy. So take a moment, click into my channel, take a look at other videos. I've got some playlists as well that are there for you to enjoy. Let me know what you think. Leave some comments, leave a like, and subscribe. So as I stated, I am back in Texas, and we had the winter storm come through Texas this weekend. So it is a chilling 34 degrees. We're getting to like mid, or I'd say low 40s probably today. Once we get into the afternoon, the sun rises. I'm taking advantage of some gorgeous light coming in, as well as it's the weekend, so I'm not working, and it's a great opportunity to film a video for you guys. So here I am. I wanted to talk about planning for 2026. Last year I did a video, I believe it's a cleaning video, I'll post it here, but I talked a lot about not having a New Year's resolution and not really having goals for the year. And what goals I did have, I break up throughout the year. Now, last year was a little awkward for me. I got laid off from a role that I was in for about 3 years, and I spent most of the beginning of the year just figuring things out, just floating by. And though it ended up being a great year, it was not a year to check off a lot of my goals. Some of my goals were financial, and not having a steady job created some interesting risks there. But I got through them all. I learned through a lot of that. And here I am today, creating another video talking about another year. So another YouTuber I watch, her channel is Life and Numbers. You can also find her on Instagram under Life and Numbers. Actually created a bingo card, and I thought it was just a really cool way of taking your goals or what you would want to consider your goals and creating a fun way of checking them off the list. So although I'm not going to actually have a bingo card, I wrote down 24 different things that I would like to achieve this year. The cool thing about having 24 different goals is that I can split this up a couple of ways. I could break it down into 2 goals a month. With there being 12 months in a year, I would be able to knock out 2 of them, get to my 24. Or if I want to actually create the bingo card, I can try and win bingo. Diagonally, across, up and down. So I've got options, but let's just start with writing them all down, getting them organized, and figuring out what these goals will be. Now, I've been jotting them down over the course of this month, and I wanted to read them out to you today. Now, these will be in no specific order, but the first one that I wrote down was 500 YouTube subscribers. Now, I'm new to YouTube. I'm currently around 300 subscribers, and I've only been on YouTube for a year. This is not my full time. I do this part time, kind of a weekender, if you would like to say. And I think 500 to start is a great option. So this would, if I was putting this in months, I would put this somewhere in the first quarter of trying to achieve the first 500 YouTube subscribers. Number 2, pay off a credit card. I have a few credit cards, not the highlight of my financial experience, but I have a few credit cards and I would like to get one of them paid off. I would probably add this to a mid-quarter, second or third. And that way I had some time to pay a couple of other things off and get my finances straight at the beginning of the year before I used all of my money to pay off a credit card. Max out a Roth IRA. Now, I'm not in a W-2 role, so I don't have a company match or anything of that nature when it comes to investing in myself through a 401k or through a Roth IRA. So I would need to find a company to put the money into my Roth IRA, and I would need to max it out. I think currently we are at 7,500 would be the max. So quite a bit, but doable. Plenty of other people I've seen in social media who have achieved this in a year's time. So I definitely could potentially do this. So finding a company to put it in is number one. And then number two would be maxing it out. Number four on the list is reading and or listening to 2 books. I personally am not a reader. I just never got that urge to pick up a book and read through it. And it's not to say that I haven't read books. I've read some books. I've enjoyed some of them. Others I get about 40 to 50 pages in and I lose all interest. So I want to try, it's worth a shot, to read 2 books. Number 5, travel more with my sister. If you don't know, my sister Ava and I live together, and every year we say, let's go here, let's go there. And it's always a roadblock: work, life, health. So this year I want to try and plan 2 trips with Ava, and it'll be our little getaway. Now, these could be day trips. This could be a 2 or 3 day trip or a week-long trip. And it doesn't have to be far. We live in Charlotte, so it could be anywhere in North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, or all the way out to California if we want to, and beyond. So we really have tons of options. We just need to plan it and we need to execute it. The next 3, 6, 7, and 8 are all with health. I am definitely not in a comfortable state when it comes to my weight. So I would love to lose some pounds. I'm going to start with 20, 40, and then 60. And they're broken up into 3. So that way, when I reach 20, I know I've met one of my goals. If I reach 40 pounds, then I know I've met another one. And when I reach losing 60 pounds, I know I've met my third. Number 9, start a new channel. Now, if you're watching this channel, you're watching it on All Things Aaron, and I really appreciate that. I also have a joy for plants, though, and I've tried a couple of plant videos here on this channel, and so far they haven't done the best. Now, you tell me, are you my audience for all things plants, or should I create a new channel that has all things plants involved in it? And would you watch? Leave me a comment below. Would you subscribe to a plant channel if I created it? Number 10, one solo trip. Now, I do traveling for work, but I want to plan a solo trip just for me. Not work related, me just going to explore a new city or a city I've been to before and would like to visit again. But like planning a trip with my sister, I always find an excuse not to go. So I do need to just plan it, book it, and go. Number 11, save $3,000 for my 2027 cruise. So yes, I'll be going on a cruise in May of 27, and I would like to save $3,000 just for the cruise. Now, yes, some of this will go to paying off what I owe for the cruise, but the rest of it would be for me to enjoy my time. My sister, my parents, and many of our friends are actually going on this cruise, and family. So it would be great to have some extra funds just to live life and have fun. We're going to Alaska, and this is my first time on a cruise, so I don't want to go with nothing in my pocket. I want to be able to enjoy myself. I believe we're trying to stay a day early at port, and that way we can enjoy our surroundings, because this will be my first time going that far west. I think it's Seattle that we will be at a port. Yes, Seattle, Washington, that will port. And then I haven't been there. So why not have some extra funds to enjoy the day in Seattle and then get on a cruise and go to Alaska? So I will want some money for that. I'm going to start saving now for that. And if I save $3,000 this year, then I'll have January to May to save even more money to have a great experience. The next two are car related. The first one deals with registration. Now, I live in North Carolina, so every year I have to pay registration taxes for my car. Why not go ahead and start saving for it, as I don't have to pay that until October? So I use a program called Capital, and Capital actually allows me to save money in categories as I'm spending money. Now, a couple ways that you can go about that. I can do it so that anytime I swipe my credit card or my debit card, I automatically save a certain amount. I can also set it and forget it. I can set for $20 to come out of my main account every month on the 5th. And that way I know I am saving money towards a goal. This goal being my car registration. And another goal would be just car expenses. Now, again, I don't like a budget. I don't like it. I don't like the look of it. I don't like the thought of it. How I usually go about my budget are set expenses, and I save enough for that, pay that off, and whatever I have left over is my fun money. Doesn't mean that I'm always saving the most. So this year we're really focusing on saving money. As you heard earlier, we're going to save money for the cruise, now for my car and my registration. We are down to number 14, and it's yet another payoff of a credit card. So this one is my main credit card through my main bank, and I would like to get down to pretty much closely paying it off. This is my largest amount, as it's my oldest card, and it's the first card I had in college. So if you can imagine a college student with a credit card, their first credit card ever, and everything ended up going on that credit card from my freshman year to my senior year. And God knows I was not making great financial decisions then. So I do need to improve that. And the best way to improve it is to start paying it off. So this year, one of my goals is to pay off completely, or at least pay down, my main credit card. Another capital goal that's going to be for this year, and I haven't done this previously, I would like to do it this year, is a Christmas capital goal. Now, this goal is $1,000. It's not much, but it will get me through. And it will be for Christmas presents and for holiday cookies. If you've watched my videos here recently, you have seen my 2 days of Christmas cookie baking. And that costs money. It costs money to put all that together, to buy the flour. God knows I forgot a lot. So I went to the store several times in one video, and that costs money to buy the ingredients. So I want to go ahead and start saving for that experience and for that time now. And that way, when I get to December, it's not a last minute thought. I'll have a capital savings account that will have all the money I need for gifts for others and for the holiday baking. Goal number 16, achieve a 750 credit score. That might be a stretch. I am currently in the high 600s. It's been a while since I've looked. I honestly forgot where I was. I hit 700 at one point, and I was so proud of myself, and then life happened. So I would like to circle back to that. Now, again, 750 might be a stretch, but if I don't ask, or if I don't put it out there that I can achieve it now, I will never achieve it. So let's write it down. Let's focus on it. Let's put it as a goal. And that way, the closer I get to it, the better I'll feel. Number 17, walking 8,000 to 10,000 steps a day. This kind of goes along with the health goals that we talked about earlier. In order for me to lose that first 20 pounds, I'm going to have to stay active. I'm doing a lot of traveling right now, and although it's a lot of fun, it hasn't allowed me to get in the gym like I should. Previously, I'd say a year ago, I was doing great. I was on the right track. Even though I was unemployed, I was playing volleyball at least 2 to 3 times a week, and I was going on regular walks. So that meant working during the day, in the evenings, taking walks, enjoying the outdoor, getting good steps in. I always think back to when COVID was taking place in 2020. And after being laid off, then I started walking daily, and I had a goal of getting 10K steps every single day, along with doing some little exercises in the house and changing my eating habits. I noticed the weight coming off. But then I started working again, and the weight came back so fast. So I would like to get back to at least 8,000, if not 10,000 steps a day. If it's a busy day here in the hotel, I can usually average around 6 to 7,000. So that's only 1 to 2,000 additional steps that I would need to get in the evening per day. That could be on the treadmill. That could be going for a walk here in the city. Or it could mean just doing more walking around the hotel during the day. Especially whenever I have groups in house, it really helps because I'm up and down the stairs. I'm back and forth talking to my client and moving tables and working in up and down the hotel. So it really helps to be busy because I do more walking here at the hotel. The downfall to that is that days that I'm in the office and behind the computer busting workout, I lose my count. So that means more steps in the evening, longer walks in the evening. I'm not a runner, so I definitely have to keep in mind how much time I have throughout the day to actually get out and walk. Number 18, journaling consistently for at least half the month. Now, every 3 weeks, I think, oh, I should journal. And I pick up a notebook and a pen and I start jotting down details, whether that be details on the day, on the month, on life in the moment. But it's not consistent. I would like to get consistent with it. I've heard so many good things for journaling, and I've even heard things of just people enjoying, not necessarily to clear their mind, but just to journal their life, what's going on in their life. And I'm at a time of my life where I've recently, a year ago, been unemployed and taking on this new adventure by being in this task force contract role and doing things differently than what I thought I would 3 years ago. And why not journal that? Why not write it down and have a way of tracking that? I think I could also do a better job of focusing on my health, mental, physical, by writing it down as well. What am I doing? What am I eating? What are things that are changing? I know that would help with my ulcerative colitis, as I could journal about eating habits and dieting habits that would change UC for myself. I want to do it more consistently, and I put down half the month to start. If I can get at least 15 to 20 days in a book, I think I'm doing a good job. And then from there, I'll progress to the whole entire month. And then I'll do a 6-month goal, and then I'll do a year goal, and then I'll do a 2-year goal. And next thing you know, I'm journaling every day or every week. 19. This one's a little techie, and it is to save money for a new watch. I've had this watch for a good 4 years now. I don't even know what edition it is. It's a Apple Watch, and I want a new one, but I am doing my best, especially this year, not to impulse buy, not to just go out and buy a product, really thinking about it, or in this case, saving money for it. And that way I know that I have the funds, plus I know I need it. This dies by 4 o'clock every single day. So getting a new watch is definitely on the list, but having the money for it, truly having the money for it, not putting it on a credit card, being able to pay cash for it if need be, is a goal of mine for this year for any big purchase. I want to be prepared, and it makes sense financially to move forward with it. And there's lots of financial goals in here for the trip, for paying off credit cards. So in order to do that, I need to have the proper money saved. Here we are with our last 5. Another money goal is to start a piggy bank. I don't have a rainy day fund currently. And I know all you people out there who are in the budget world, you need a rainy day fund. You need at least $10K. I am not there yet. I'm comfortable where I'm at, but I'm not there yet. So let's get there. Let's start off small though. Let's start off with $3,000. $3,000 stashed away to start my rainy day, or what I like to call my piggy bank fund. The next one is another travel one, and that is traveling more with my family. Just about a week ago, maybe 2, hopefully you've seen if you're a subscriber, the video of our family vacation Florida edition. So much fun to be in Florida with my family. We did some fun things while I was there. We were mainly there for the Florida RV show. That is the super show that takes place every year in January. We also went to Cirque du Soleil, which was so much fun. I have tried so many times to go, but I've been sick. I've had travels. I didn't want to go by myself once or twice. So it was nice to go with the family, and really enjoyed spending time with the family. So why not do it more? And again, this goes into savings. This goes into not saying no. If my parents say they want to go somewhere, they want to do something as a family, it's got to be a yes. I've got to check off this goal. I can check it off, yes, because I've already gone on this Florida trip, but I wrote that after the trip. So let's try one more and see if we can knock it off and do 2 total family trips, and I'll be satisfied. 22. 3 videos a month on my main channel. I think this is achievable. It almost puts me at a video every 10 days. So if I can commit to that and get that throughout this year, I can check this off. And then maybe next year we'll do 4 videos. Who knows? Maybe by then I'll be reaching my next goal at 23, which is 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. That'd be so cool to get 1,000 subscribers in this calendar year, if not more. I mean, of course, I would like to achieve more, but I'm still in a slow cycle with YouTube. I just started this a year ago. This month, actually, a year ago, was my first video. It might have actually gone out in February, but around this time, January, February. And it's crazy to think that I've been somewhat consistent with a video or at least 2 to 3 videos a month. I know there were a couple of months where I fell off, but at the end of the year, I seem to get back in a good rhythm. And I've always said that this wasn't going to be my only thing, especially in the phase of life that I am right now. I couldn't afford just to do YouTube all by itself at the moment, but who knows what the future brings with YouTube. And along the lines of YouTube at 24 is to become monetized in 2026. Now, I know I need way more subscribers than 1,000 to become monetized, but again, keep the goal high. Let's see if we can achieve what's at the top of the mountain in a calendar year. It'd be amazing to be monetized by the end of this year. Again, I'm not doing this 100% for the monetization, but if I don't reach for it, I will never try to achieve it. So I need to reach for something, and monetization is like a third of the way there. Why not go all the way in a calendar year? And I would only do that with you guys. And so everything that's in here for the goals, these 24, 2 goals a month, however I want to break it down, I haven't gotten there yet, but they're written down. And as long as they're written down, I will continue to look at them. I will continue to strive to meet them. And hopefully some of them I get the chance to achieve with you. So yeah, those are my 24 goals for this year. No resolutions. I'm already pretty much done with January. We've got 5 more days. I feels like I can't even think what today is. 5 or 6 more days left here in January. So I've got 2 months left in the quarter to kind of ramp up and get some of these goals completed. And I can note some of them as a stretch. So quarter 3, quarter 4, we know we're going to get there, but I'll try and keep you updated. Maybe a year from now, we can look at these 24 goals and see if we achieved anything. And because some of these goals do depend on you to continue watching, liking, subscribing, telling your friends, telling your family. So that we can become monetized maybe. We'll see. I really appreciate you watching. I am going to warm up because it is freezing. I know I've got the heat on in here, but I need to close this window. So you got to go. And until our next video, I'll chat with you soon.